Hi guys, welcome back to my channel English in a Blink, and today I am back with my story. Yes, well, the narration, all right? So something that I'm doing now, I am doing this narration of Shakespeare's play as suggested by one of you. Okay, so I've already done my Romeo and Juliet. I hope you've seen that. If not, well, what are you waiting for? Go check that out. And today I bring you again one of, this is my personal favorite, all right? So yeah, today I bring another of Shakespeare's masterpiece, which is Othello. All right, yeah, I know that you guys know, or if not, then yeah, Shakespeare, he always tries to, he's always deals with these human emotions in all his plays. Different emotions is what he deals with, and this one talks about one of the strongest emotions, which is jealousy. Yes, so Othello is about green-eyed monster. Okay, again, this one is given to us by Shakespeare as well. Okay, so green-eyed monster is also given to us by him. Okay, and in this play, this is, this emotion is overpowering. Okie dokie, so here we go. So like I said, this is a story about Othello. So Othello, who is the governor of the army, he's placed in Venice, and he is in love with Desdemona. Now, Desdemona is the daughter of one of the senators, okay, Brabantio. And when Brabantio gets to know about, that Desdemona and Othello, they're in love and they are secretly married, he doesn't approve of that. So he calls a meeting, and where Othello is defending himself, and he's saying that, look, I love your daughter and I've married her. I haven't done anything wrong. And Desdemona, she also supports him. She said, oh yes, both of us love each other. And I married him because I wanted to. And Brabantio, he's really annoyed, and then he disowns Desdemona. He's like, I don't approve of this. Okay, so that's how the story starts. And then we get to see, so Othello and Desdemona, husband and wife, two main characters. And then we are told about Rodrigo and Iago. All right, so somewhere else it is shown that Rodrigo is a guy who also loves Desdemona. Okay, so when he gets to know that Desdemona is married to the governor, he's not very happy with that fact, because he, like I said, he loves her as well. But Iago, who is one of the ensigns, he is actually jealous. He is jealous of Othello. Okay, he doesn't like, and why is that? Because Othello has chosen Cassio as his lieutenant. Okay, so Cassio and Iago actually thought that I will be the one who will be, promoted, but Cassio got the promotion. So that's one of the reasons Iago is actually jealous of both. He doesn't like Othello because he did not give him that position, and he also doesn't like Cassio because Cassio is the one who got that position, okay, which Iago was eyeing for. So when he got this opportunity, when he gets to know that Rodrigo, he also loves Desdemona, so he, in his mind, he's weaving this plan where, okay, which unfolds in the coming acts. So when he gets to know about Rodrigo and his love for Desdemona, so he says, he tells him that, look, you shouldn't stop loving her, or you shouldn't stop trying, okay, because you never know, you can still get her. So he always tries all of that, okay, so he's doing that. And then, like I said, he also doesn't like Cassio. So what there's this celebration going on, because they're all in an army and they have won like a war or something, like a small, so they're having this party, all right, so they're celebrating something at night, where Iago, he gets Cassio drunk, and Rodrigo, and he tells Rodrigo to challenge Cassio. Okay, so he's and he tells, okay, you challenge Cassio, and now Cassio, he gets Cassio drunk. So both of them, he just gets both of them to fight. And in that fight, what happens is that instead of anybody else, but there's another guy who is like Montano. He's the governor. He is stabbed in all of that, which is the fight between Rodrigo and Cassio, and people are intervening and trying to get them away. In that, all of that, Montano, who is the governor, he gets stabbed. Now, when Othello gets to know that Montano has been stabbed by Cassio, he gets very annoyed. So he's like, Cassio, okay, so he blames Cassio, and that's when what happens is, like, Cassio's left with nothing. So he stripes him off all his, anything that, like, the officer status. He said, okay, you are no more the officer now. That's what Othello does. And that's when we come to know, okay, that was Iago's cunning plan. He was planning all of that so that Cassio is thrown off that position. So that's what happens. All right, so he's like, in his mind, he's like, oh, one thing that I was planning, that I have achieved. Now the next day, Iago, he tells Cassio, you know what, you should talk to Desdemona. That's what he says to Cassio, like, you talk to Desdemona, and maybe Desdemona can help you regain your position, your post back. Okay, since Desdemona, now Cassio and Desdemona, they've known each other for a while. They're like friends. So then Cassio, Iago manipulates and said, you should do that. You should talk to Desdemona. He suggests that. And on the other hand, when they are talking, he goes to Othello, and he tries to sow those seeds of jealousy in his mind. He's like, these two people, they actually look that they are really quite familiar with each other. So he's trying to sow these seeds of jealousy in Othello's mind when the two of them are talking. So he says, oh, they actually look, it looks as if they like each other, they're really good friends. That's like cunning. So he's trying to sow those seeds. And now in all of that, Othello has actually given his handkerchief, all right, to Desdemona, which was like an embroidered strawberries and all of that. So when he comes and he says, oh, where is that handkerchief? Where is this hanky that I gifted you? And now Desdemona, she looks everywhere, but she can't find that. And why is that? Now, Iago, who knew about this handkerchief, he actually had asked his wife, Emilia, okay, to take it before, okay, because like I said, he always there's always this cunning plan in his mind. Okay, so he had already asked Emilia to take that handkerchief, which she had. So now when Othello asked for the handkerchief, it's not to be found. It's like she's like, I don't know where it is, I can't find it. Okay, so then she says, this is what is happening. He's asking for the handkerchief, and she says, I can't find it. And in that conversation, she's also talks, Desdemona also talks to him about reconsidering his decision of Cassio's demotion. Now, this actually gets Othello really jealous. And then he suspects her of infidelity. Okay, so he thinks, okay, I'm talking about something, and then she is just thinking about Cassio and all of that. So now he's actually suspecting her of infidelity. Okay, so that's, again, Iago's plan is working. All right, so now this all happens, and he is really jealous. Now Iago, of course, he just continues with his plans. All right, he just continues to inflame that jealousy. Okay, so now what he does is he encourages Othello. Right, now he knows that Cassio has a mistress called Bianca. Okay, so now when Cassio and Bianca, they are talking now, so he makes Othello believe, Othello cannot hear everything clearly, but like on and off, and then he makes Othello believe that this conversation is not between Bianca and Cassio, rather this is between Cassio and Desdemona. Okay, and that's when Othello thinks, okay, so this is what is happening. Okay, so yeah, and now this handkerchief, which Cassio somehow finds it somewhere, which he's gifting to Bianca. He's giving, and they're talking about handkerchief, and then Cassio is talking, and then Othello overhears the conversation. He is like, oh my God, he gets everything wrong in his head. He thinks that, okay, so this is the handkerchief which I was asking for. Now Desdemona has given it to Cassio. Unbelievable. Okay, so now he is really angered. And now Desdemona, on the other hand, she suspects that maybe my husband doesn't trust me, something is going on, he's not happy, and she's confiding in Emilia. Okay, so Emilia knows about what's happening, but meanwhile, what is happening, Rodrigo, he also began, he begins to suspect. He's thinking like, is Iago actually trying to help me, or he has some hidden agenda? He's actually started suspecting that. So now all of that is happening, and still Iago, he persuades him to kind of have a fight with Cassio. Okay, and in all of that fight, now what happened is, when Rodrigo and Cassio, they are fighting. Now Cassio is he gets wounded, but Iago takes advantage of all of that situation, and he kills Rodrigo. Okay, now Rodrigo is killed, and Cassio is just wounded. And Othello, when he sees all of that, he understands, in his head he understands, okay, Rodrigo is killed by Cassio, because probably Rodrigo knew about that, something is going on between Cassio and his wife Desdemona. So he comes home, he looks at his sleeping wife, and as he's really angry, and of course he's been jealous and all of that, so he kills Desdemona. So what he does is, he just smothers her with a pillow, and that's what happens. She's killed. When Emilia sees that, she alerts everybody, okay, this is what is done. And then when Othello, he's trying to defend himself, he just tells everybody, look, this is what I did, because she was having an affair with Cassio, and I found that handkerchief with Cassio. Now when Emilia hears that, oh, this is about that handkerchief, she understands, oh my God, this is my husband all along. So she actually tries to intervene, and she says, no, this is all done by Iago. Now when Iago hears that Emilia is blaming him, what you could imagine, what he was really angry, and in that fury he stabs and kills Emilia. But of course, now now everybody knows that this is all done by no one else but Iago. So Iago is definitely captured. But now when Othello realizes that, oh my God, I was such a fool, I did all of that, I killed my wife, he couldn't take all of that, so he also commits suicide. And in the end, it's like Cassio, he was reinstated, and he was placed in the command as governor of Cyprus. Yep, so that's how the story ends. Yeah, not a happy ending, guys. Okay, so that's it. If you like this story, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is just like the video, subscribe, and spread the word. Yes, you know the drill now. I don't understand, why don't you do it? Do that now. Until we meet next time, bye for now.